How big is too big?
Welcome to Mythical More, where we talk about the tough stuff.
That's right. How big is too big for all kinds of different things? So Stevie's gonna say something. We're gonna write our limit and what we think our buddy's limit will be, and then we're going to see if we know each other well enough, how big we like things.
Well, are we gonna see if we're right?
We're
gonna bring out the things?
Well, it's subjective.
Okay.
And you can also say, like, you can use measurements, like centimeters or inches or whatever you want, or you could like name other objects that are a typical size that you're comparing it to. So like if I said a cupcake, you could be like, oh, a cupcake that's as big as a dinner plate is fine, but
we're both doing this.
a tire isn't fine, or whatever.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like we'll figure it out.
A
once
cupcake
we
as
get
big
into
as a
it.
tire?
That would be your limit.
That's
maybe.
too big.
That's too big.
Yeah.
It's too big, Stevie.
So we tease this one, so I'll just say it. Strawberry is your first one. Strawberry.
Okay.
Okay. We can't talk about this out loud until we've guessed, because then.
See, I know what my limit is, and I know how I think of it. So that's how I'm gonna measure your limit.
Are you gonna draw a strawberry? Or are you gonna draw a measurement?
I'm gonna write it. For this one, I don't need to draw.
Okay.
Because I've picked a lot of strawberries in my day, straight out of the field. If you ever pass a field and it's strawberry picking time, pull over. Pick yourself some strawberries. Percentage of white to red is...
I do have an opinion on this. I certainly do. I certainly do have an opinion on this.
Okay.
Because one thing I'll say, as you're writing that, is that
All right, I'm ready.
every once in a while you get a strawberry like the size of a small apple. And let me tell you, it's impressive. It's impressive.
Mm-hmm.
It's impressive to you. It's impressive to your family. Impressive to people who see you pick it.
But
when you bite into it,
a lot of whiteness.
there's a lot of whiteness in the middle and sometimes some hollowness.
Uh-huh.
And what you want in a strawberry is redness.
We are how do you say it? Polyploidy. We are anti-polyploidy here at Mythical.
Okay.
That is
So let's just see what you said.
I said that the percentage of white to red is less than 15%. And then I ended up drawing the size of a strawberry.
So that was very difficult for me to anticipate that you would go to a ratio versus a size of strawberry.
Well, I drew it though.
Oh, okay.
So that's my,
Oh, wow.
that's small.
That's any strawberry that exceeds that is not a strawberry for you.
I don't eat it.
Well then,
Okay.
what, are you only
I
eating
don't-
wild strawberries?
This is the perfect size strawberry.
So-
It's one. You know when they have like the multiple things on it? That's when genetically they've altered it to where it's actually like a lot of strawberries together.
I forgot that Mike
monstrous.
is the kind of guy that takes something out of a package and eats the ones that he likes out of something and leaves the other ones for other people. I kind of
Yep.
forgot about
Yep.
that.
And room temperature as well. Don't give me no refrigerated strawberries.
Okay, I thought that you would say no more than 1.5 inches.
Is that kind of what I said?
No, that's probably 1 inch. So I just said no more than 1.5 inches.
Okay. And I drew yours. I think that's the biggest strawberry you want.
And I said 2 inches for me, which I thought this represented 2 inches. So let's put that measurement right there underneath that and see how close we got.
Okay.
I think you may have done 2.5 inches.
I went 2.5 inches.
Here's the thing, I would eat it, but I wouldn't enjoy it.
You got to get rid of the whiteness.
Okay, so we knew each other relatively, but we didn't know each other exactly. You knew I'd like a bigger strawberry than you, and
Yep.
I knew that as well.
Okay, the next one I don't think you can draw. Dog.
How big is too big for a dog? Oh my God.
We're gonna go with pounds here. Okay, and just for point of reference, like,
So
Barbara is like,
I'm not doing pounds. Barbara's overweight. Let's be real.
okay, so if you're not gonna do pounds, the only thing I'm taking issue with.
She had a thyroid problem.
Yeah, she did, and
Is she down? She's still a little overweight.
We're dialing.
You don't ask if people's pets are down.
You also don't assume my dog is pregnant. She's not. She can't get pregnant.
Yeah.
And don't make fun of me for that. Because your dogs also can't get pregnant.
No, they can't.
Okay. Why are you not going to do poundage? What are you going to?
I'm going to say breed of dog that's too big. It's just across the line. The first dog breed I can think of that's too big is.
Okay, well, I'm going to go with pounds, and then you're going to look up the average size of whatever breed that he talks about.
Yeah. This is how I
What
I
is
thought it was going to play out.
what dog is too big?
I haven't had a big dog. Jesse wants a bigger dog. Okay.
All right.
What
are we gonna do? What are we gonna do?
No, hold on, I got to think about what you're gonna say in terms of what dog you're gonna pick.
Yeah, I'm actually changing my answer. So it's because I have a hard time coming up with it.
You're changing your answer?
Yeah. All right, I'm ready.
Hold on a second. There's a lot of different ways that dogs can be big.
I know that my dogs are like 9.5, 10 pounds.
Jasper's more than 10 pounds.
I don't think so. He might be 12 pounds.
He got a lot of leg.
Legs are just super slim. Not much weight to him, like bird legs. I think that is a good. I mean, if as much, at my age, if you reach down and you're picking up something, scooping something up a little bit more than 12 pounds, then you're at risk of injury. First thing I do in the morning is pick up a dog.
That makes sense because when we had those backpacks, you had them both in, and I had one Tite, and one Tite weighs 22 pounds. So 2 Jasper Jades weigh a Tite.
What's your limit?
Let's go with my limit is 25 pounds.
That's low.
I like a small dog.
Okay.
Jesse wants a bigger dog.
Yeah, I said that whatever breed is bigger than a golden retriever, anything bigger than a golden retriever, too big.
So
maybe like a Doberman.
A male or a female?
A male.
A golden retriever is way bigger than 25 pounds.
66 to 75 pounds.
Yes. Golden retriever is a big dog.
But it's not too big. It's not like a.
Well, it's not a giant dog.
One of them
Dane.
dogs with the freaking
Like a Mastiff?
barrels underneath its neck.
St. Bernard?
St. Bernard.
Are you saying Barbara doesn't weigh 25 pounds?
Well, when she got over 25, she was too big for us.
Yeah,
No,
they had to slim her
No,
down.
she never. I think Barbara may have gotten to 20.
So Tite is bigger than Barbara? That feels.
A lot taller.
I think her frame is bigger.
See, I was wrong.
Barbara just gained a little bit of weight, and
was
she's
wrong
got
about you.
like those little Barbara's getting to be an old dog. Sometimes you touch an old dog, and underneath the hair, you feel like a fatty deposit.
Yeah.
She's got a lot of fatty deposits that add weight to her.
Okay.
But 25 is the limit.
I thought your limit was Akita, which is a little smaller than a golden retriever.
Is that?
Actually, Akita's a little bigger.
Oh.
The golden retriever I said was
but the hair.
66 to 75, and the Akita is 71 to 86.
Are you thinking of a Shiba Inu?
Yep.
I'm actually surprised that you are willing to go all the way to golden retriever. I don't think that's true.
I just think, not for me to own, but for me to have an opinion about. I don't think any dogs bigger than that should exist.
Well, that wasn't the question.
Oh, well, that's how I answered it.
Okay, now, before I reveal my answer the question in terms of what you would own, which is clearly the way
What I said.
94% of the population was thinking.
No bigger than 15 pounds.
Yeah, so I said anything bigger than Jasper is too big.
Yep, I agree. You're right. You nailed it. For me, if I'm just speaking for me, which I wasn't, trying to be selfless.
Wild.
Next one.
A pill / a vitamin.
Oh, something to swallow? How big is too big to swallow?
You got to draw this.
Okay, yeah. What's the biggest pill that Rhett can swallow? What's the biggest pill I can swallow?
Don't go with the biggest one you think I could swallow. Go with the biggest one that you think that if somebody gave me supplements in this size, I would take them every day. Not like it's a contest, a radio contest, because I could swallow this mug for a trip to Disney World. Get real here. Just so we
no,
understand.
you couldn't. We know that you couldn't, but we also know that you couldn't swallow this eraser.
But you know what I mean. This is like I would comfortably consume this.
Well, the more you speak in hyperbole, the less I know what you mean.
If it showed up from the internet and it was like, I would be like, I can't take this. I'm not going to take it. Like, what would I be willing to take?
Once, but not every day. Let's answer it for once. You're willing to. The doctor prescribes a pill.
So it's a one-time pill?
It's a one-time pill, or maybe there's 5 of them. And
5 of them? That's different.
Well, okay, yeah. You're taking a course of these things
5 times.
5 times.
5 days in a row.
5 days in a row in order to cure
Starting on Monday?
whatever's wrong with you. Dude.
Starting on Monday.
Starting on Monday.
Okay.
With food.
And water.
Yeah, don't be doing dry swallow now.
Okay.
I mean, what's the biggest pill? I was one of those kids who had a real time with swallowing pills.
No.
The only pill I was willing to swallow was Sudafed, which I would swallow because they're like little red pills. I would just swallow them just for the fun of it. Acetaminophen, bring it on. Yeah, I think you can make meth with that. Those are really small. That's like the smallest thing. And my mom would just feed them to me like candy. I don't know why.
As a child, I had trouble.
Sudafed?
Yes. My mom would just take a couple of Sudafed.
Well,
Your nose is running.
Sudafed makes you sleepy, so maybe she just...
She was sedating him.
Come on, boy, take a... Are we going on a flight again? No. I need to watch my soap opera. But what's the I'm gonna draw the biggest pill that I have now.
Did you draw what I'm gonna do?
And then the biggest pill you can swallow. I mean, your mouth is small, but you're really good at swallowing.
Yep, I'm great at it.
Like you can just open up your gullet and it just goes down in there.
I'm not scared, man. I'm not scared. The throat is made to take things.
All right, now mine is pretty little. Mine is, but I know that looks little, but look, that's the size of my index finger. Matter of fact,
I've seen you take a bigger pill than that.
All right, this is how I'm gonna get it right now. This is my herpes pill. It's the biggest pill I've ever had. I just take it if I can feel my lips starting to
I
quiver.
thought you can get that. This is like a fish oil pill.
That's it.
Fish oil size.
That's it. That's right. You nailed it. Now I think that you could do one that big, but that now looks small.
Yeah, you're way off. Look,
But look, that's a bit.
Look.
Oh my God, dude!
I could get that down easy, man.
But really though?
Yeah, I could.
I mean, that is a woman's thumb.
Yep. Well, I've had experience with that as well. But I will say that
You swallowed a woman's thumb?
yeah, it was still attached
What was the
to her.
circumstance?
Still attached to her.
She just like dipped it in and pulled it out?
I don't remember. It was in the heat of the moment.
Bloop, bloop.
And I would say this is basically.
I mean, that's a wrestler's toe.
It's like this. Yeah. It's a little bit bigger than one digit of. I could get that down if it was just 5 days, Monday through Friday. Now, if it was
And it cured you?
again, if it was, I got to do this every day. I'm down in that territory.
Okay. All right, we're splitting hairs at this point. My boy, I really want to set up a bunch of increasing size pills.
Yeah, that's a
I don't care
fine
what they
idea.
are, and I want him to keep
Water
swallowing.
pills.
Keep swallowing
Oh,
until.
there you go.
Yeah, ibuprofen. This ibuprofen is bigger than the ones that I got. The little red pills, those are bigger. I can tell.
You're afraid of the liquid gels?
I'm really tempted to bite those. Like.
Next.
A tub of popcorn.
Ooh.
How are we gonna measure this?
Just for yourself.
Yeah. Yes.
Well, sometimes it's not obvious.
You could
Steve.
interpret it because it could be a tub of popcorn at the movie theater, or it could be like the holiday gift. You should decide on which
I think
tub you're
it's
talking about.
how much popcorn are you willing to eat by yourself at a movie theater? Like, and this is like.
Okay. And let's just measure it in like typical buckets.
I'm going with like the size, the typical like
This,
AMC size.
it's basically like a KFC bucket size. Okay. All right. Let's make quick work of this one. I can eat a bucket. I really don't want to.
Really, I wasn't even done with you yet.
Oh. I wasn't done with you yet. But
Because what I was gonna say is that you're a popcorn bag guy. They give they do the bags of
Okay.
popcorn. I've never seen you eat a bucket of popcorn.
One time I went to the movies and I hadn't eaten dinner and I was really hungry and I ate a whole bucket of popcorn and I didn't feel good.
What I'm saying is that I go to a movie after dinner and I still could do a large bucket. Then this is like
So you're just
bathroom trash can.
bathroom. Okay, so that's what I call 2 buckets. I think I'm right. Like just a KFC sized bucket.
No, they put
You can eat 2
popcorn
of
in a
those.
bucket. It's the large bucket.
You could eat 2 of those, is what I'm saying.
No, I could eat one large bucket.
I know for a fact I've eaten 1 large bucket.
No, I don't think you know what the large is. The large is this high,
Well, it's hard to.
this high, and this big around. Trash can.
Okay, yeah. I could eat. Well, no, I couldn't. You could eat 2 of those. You're underestimating yourself.
Well, I've already eaten dinner, though, is what I'm saying.
I don't know why you don't need to have already eaten dinner.
Yeah, well, I watch movies at 7:30. When am I going to eat?
Reminder, like I said in the main, Roll for Mythicality, episode 3 is out on the Mythical Society. It's a one-shotter. Check it out. It's got Michaela, Chase, Trevor, Julian.
And I will eat that before the final preview.
Yeah.
I don't like to eat the popcorn well into the plot of the movie.
And we agree on that, even though you don't have to look at it.
Yeah, you eat during the trailers and the trivia.
And then you wash your hands.
And you stop eating when Nicole Kidman does her thing, and then you start eating again
Out of reverence.
out of reverence.
Okay.
They've made it very short now, though.
Okay, you know,
They've
They've
made
split
it very
up.
short.
Nicole and
Yeah, I feel bad
Keith.
about that. Does your wife know?
Yep, she said she was updating her hall pass. I was like, well, that's quite overdue. Yep. What's that guy who was in
Wait, how is she up? Wasn't
Gladiator?
he already her hall pass?
She's moving on from
so
him?
she's updating it?
She's moving on from him because they're getting divorced?
Yep.
She only wanted him when he was married?
When she couldn't have him. Watch the new episode of Roll for Mythicality on Mythical Society now.
Friends, I have an important question.
I think you have to stand up on the table for this.
Would anybody like to go in on some potatoes au gratin with me?
That's the cheesy ones?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm in, buddy.
Hobo Jojo. And I will do the potatoes au gratin.